Hey everyone, we wanted to highlight Greywood Manor teas today. So Jason and I are going to take you through the different ways that you can offer these great teas for your birds. So this particular segment will be hot brewing the tea. I'm going to start with iron out teas. I'm going to begin by hot brewing the iron out teas, which is a perfect addition to any iron sensitive species such as softbills, toucans, and lorikeets, amongst others. But why iron out tea? Well, the tannins in the tea have been shown to attach to the iron in the blood, which could help stave off the storage of iron. Okay, so let's get started. So reading the instructions on the package, I've done the math. I'm going to hot brew in this container. I've done the math to know that it's going to take 5 tablespoons of the iron out tea for this jug of water, which is 96 ounces. So I begin with 5 tablespoons of the tea that I put into the strainer here. And this tea is amongst my favorite in terms of how pretty it is, not that that matters, and the smell is amazing. So I'm using this stainless strainer system, comes with the pitcher. I'm going to heat up some water now to get the brewing started. So the temperature that you heat up your water for brewing tea is critically important. You want to heat up the water to about 79 degrees Celsius, or the equivalent in Fahrenheit would be 175 degrees. Why is the temperature so important? Well, you don't want to boil water, because boiling water will actually deplete the nutrients of the very reason why you want to offer tea to your birds. So again, 79 degrees Celsius or 175 degrees Fahrenheit is the perfect temperature to brew this tea. So once the temperature is reached, I can start the hot brew. So I usually allow the tea to steep for a couple minutes and let it cool off to at least 100 degrees or less before offering it to the birds. Once the tea is cooled off, I then store this pitcher in the refrigerator for up to 1 week. Most birds readily accept the tea, but if you find that your bird is a little bit hesitant, you might want to steep the tea just a little bit less time, and this way the tea water will not be as dark. Or of course you could add some more water, which will lighten up the tea as well. You could also add the tea leaves right from the bag to your fresh food or dry food mixes. I'm now going to go through the same steps with the pretty plume, which I will offer the parrots in our flock. So I just really repeat the same steps with brewing pretty plume tea.
Tea has lots of benefits. There's many different ingredients in the tea blends, like the ones you see at Greywood Manor, which were formulated with birds in mind, including Pretty Plume, which is there to support healthy skin and feathers. including for those birds that are pluckers and need the extra support. So this has a lot of anti-inflammatory components in it, such as calendula flowers, which are the gold flowers here, and the chamomile flowers, which we know is very calming. There's also other ingredients in here like lavender and some others that are known to be anti-inflammatory as well. So we are going to cold brew this tea, which is different than hot brewing. You should never use boiling water because that will destroy nutrients, and we want to preserve as many nutrients as we can, but still steep them so that they become more readily available in the liquid that your birds will drink. So though you can add this to food, dry or wet, it's also highly recommended that you're brewing it for them to drink, which actually has most of the benefit. So this is what I generally do. It's about a cup of dry tea, and it's to 2 cups of lukewarm water. We just use filtered water from our water filter here. And 1 cup of tea generally gets added to about 2 quarts or a half gallon of water. We make sure that we use a pitcher that is easily sealable. You want it to be tight. Let me just shake it up a bit. And I'm going to leave this steep overnight, usually for about up to 24 hours, either at room temperature or in the refrigerator. Either one is fine. It'll steep better and more efficiently if it's left at room temperature over the refrigerator. But either way, you will get a steeped tea that was not heated, and then you will strain this when it's done, and you can actually add what you steeped, these solid pieces. You can leave them in the water if your bird's not adverse to drinking it with those components in there. But you can also add this directly to your mash with your soaked seeds and sprouts and things like that. So I've steeped for about 12 hours at room temperature, and you can see it's very dark, and so I'm going to add cool water to it, cool filtered water, about half as much as what I brewed, and this is going to last me over a few days. The stuff that I did sieve out, I just used these nut milk bags, and all of that tea is going to get mixed right into my mash that's waiting to feed the birds right now. But I'm just going to basically add a bit back and forth until it's about evenly distributed. Like so, and now I've got tea to offer the birds, and it's been cold brewed and not heated.
Another effective way to use the Greywood Manor teas is using it as a topical spray.